this weekend, and I want to use widespread nicely because it's also going to come in periods of rain. Once it starts, it'll probably stop and then pick back up again. Now the other change is welcome to the last full day of summer today, because fall starts tonight. And it precisely begins tonight at 1:50 in the morning Central Time. That is when the sun's direct rays are right at the equator and then goes down to the Tropic of Capricorn, or pretty much over Australia. And that is going to lead us to some cooler days coming our way and darker days where our nights are a lot longer than our days in the for sunlight, and so that's going to keep tabs on us, and we'll see that change once we go into December 21st when the sun's direct rays start to come back, and that will be the first of winter. But in the meantime here, our big story is just going to be our low pressure system circulating around. It's right over northern Wyoming right now, right over kind of the middle of Montana. And so this is gradually sliding towards the east. And as it does, it definitely has that counterclockwise rotation. So as we build in a little bit more moisture over by Rapid City right now, that's eventually going to come across North Dakota. We're starting to see some initial bands coming through right now thanks to a stationary front. So the rain is already starting to ramp up. It's just going to be on that light side. I definitely think it's going to take its time yet for Williston to Minot. But just to carry forward here, when we bring out the air quality, it's not so great right now in the northwest, like in Williston to Minot. So that's in the Crosby region. It's certainly better in Bismarck and Dickinson. So hopefully that improves in the smoke as we kind of roll for the rest of today and tomorrow, and it should because of our winds. They'll be out of the east. But Dickinson, it's still foggy. You've kind of been hovering over that half a mile of visibility all kind of the morning hours now. Hettinger, you were also down to a third earlier, so 10 out of 10. We'll leave it there. Again, Minot, I'm also told you can smell it right now, some of that smoke. But we also look at the evening hours here now for just the future when we put this into motion, what the radar is going to look like. Well, highs will be in the 60s, but the rain is really starting to ramp up now. So what's going on in the Rapid City area? We'll be making it here just in time for Friday night football. And we go through 2 a.m. It's now officially fall. Periods of rain. I do think it'll look a little bit more widespread than this, but the center of the low now is inching closer and closer. It's just taking its time, because look where it's at on Saturday afternoon. Periods of rain, slowly filling those gaps. I don't think it's going to be as windy as today. So 30-mile-per-hour gusts today, about 20 to 25 come tomorrow. But look where it is now on Saturday afternoon, the center of the low. Now it's over by Aberdeen. It was over by Mobridge early in the afternoon hours. So it's literally just crawling across, still consuming us with periods of rain. We go into our Saturday night into Sunday morning. It's better, especially for those in the western half of the region, like along Highway 85. But look at where it's at now, Sunday evening. It's still now over the Fargo area. So you're talking about 24 hours later, it goes from Mobridge to Fargo. It is a slow-moving system, but the moisture does taper off. So today remains on the rainy side, the drizzly side, and then maybe still some fog. But we're looking at 1 to 2 inches, so this did lower from yesterday, which means there's maybe not as much moisture. But the winds, again, coming up strong out of the east before we see this whole system move out. That's when our winds on Sunday will be out of the northwest. I still think, Justin, that this is going to be good.